I'd like to call the Village of Wolverine Lake Parks and Rec Board to order. Pledge of allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Sure. Lindemann?
Here.
Ingram?
Here.
Giramini?
Here.
Monfrey?
Here.
Carrico?
Here.
McCain?
Here.
Schwartz?
Here.
Breakovich?
Here.
Can I,
I'll move that we excuse Amanda. She let us know she wasn't able to make it till it worked.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Can I get approval of the agenda and any additions that we might have? I know we have to add to the budget.
The budget discussion under new business.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda with the amendment.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approval of the minutes from the February 24th meeting.
I approve the minutes.
Second.
Make a motion, I mean.
All in favor?
Aye.
I have nothing to report from communications to the board. Call to the public, seeing that there's no public, we will move on to new business. Is that the budget? Yeah.
Yes. So we're a little ahead of it this year because it's only March, but this is our usual budget. The main area for us to focus on is Department 775, Park and Rec projects. Just to note, in the other part, Department 750, Park and Recreation plans, that's the 5th item down. That will be raised significantly because we have the Park and Rec master plan this year. So that will be higher. But in general, for us, the main area of focus is on those activities and anything we want to look at to modify, increase, or add.
I like it, yeah.
So I would recommend, I think we've discussed it, and maybe we'll hit Joan with this again, flipping out the 5K into its own line item, since we're on year, 4?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
So we'll put that out there, and then we'll put a number about, I would say 1,500.
It's $750 for the chip timer. And what did you say?
15.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So it's in other events right now?
It's, it just folds into other events, and it's the majority of it, so.
So split it maybe 2,000 for the 5K and 1,000 for other?
We'll put, yeah, she said 1,500 is good for the 5K.
I think 1,500 would be okay.
And then we'll do 2,000, so if we can we'll just amp up that by $500, so we have cushion there, and that'll cover for now the dog show, and then anything else.
Oh,
Holiday.
right,
What are the
right.
things that we have?
So,
We
wait a minute, we have that at 3,000?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'll email Jen with this stuff.
And then like the dog show's not in there either.
So that'll be under other events. We'll keep that there for
Yeah, that
now.
was our first year, so.
And then we take out
Since
of
we're
that
on year
the
2.
holiday.
And then, I don't know if there's anything else you guys are thinking
I
we
can't
might need
remember
budget
if we had
for.
anything else.
If the farmer's market works out, we'll probably end up adding a line item for that, but this year we'll just pull from other events for that as well. This is year 1.
Is there expenses for the,
I gotta buy like spray paint and stuff,
Oh, okay.
and signage
Yeah.
to promote it and things like that, but that might be, most of that'll be your 1-year event cost.
Yeah.
Because then the paint and stuff won't be, it's not gonna break
That's
anything.
right.
And then in our capital expenditures, we really don't have anything major because we spent a ton. But if we want to talk about doing the signs, the instructional signs, the park rules signs, updating those, we'll probably want to start looking at getting a number that we can provide to council. We've got some time on that.
Stuff to talk about tonight, if
Okay,
you want to listen to it
sure.
now?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, because I don't know where else I want.
okay. I started looking at the things. Now this probably isn't going to work because I'm here. And I don't have a printer, so I can't.
You can always ask upstairs to.
So the first thing we need to decide, I'm just going to walk in front of you.
It went away.
There's a whole bunch of different styles as we kind of looked at when we were looking at the thing. It's like, you have one that just, sorry,
It's got right.
It went away.
I almost, yeah. Okay, so you have some that just have all the symbols, like Commerce has them underneath their signs. It just has symbols that shows where you're entering and which way it is. And then there's one that's actually just written, and that one goes between two boards, and they're like slotted, so you can swipe them out and change them as maybe things change in the park, the locations or whatever. And then there's one that I really like. I can't make this bigger upside down. This is like the sign that you do at, like when you're on vacation. It's very playground, playful, kind of like, to where you put the names of the things on the sign.
Almost
and
like an
it's
amusement
different.
park where you want to find things.
Right, but they're just on a pole, single
Yeah,
strip. It
that's
says
fun.
playground, this is tennis courts, it's going to say BMX trail with, very simple, things change. You can pull them off and put them someplace else.
Are those
And-
easy to move, though? I wonder if people would play with them and move
Well,
them.
this would be sunk into the ground.
But I mean the actual
the
signs.
arrows.
Oh,
You just run a current through it, and that'll just, if you run a current through it, it'll determine.
We'll light it, and then there'll be a current through it. Okay, so so I wanted to get some ideas what you guys think would be fun.
I think that would, that's
I like
fun.
that one, and then I think going with that, maybe another one with the rules, so we can update those, because those are looking,
Yeah, we should have the rules.
One with the rules to
Archaic.
update it, she said.
Right, so
Yeah, I like-
that's the other thing when we're talking about that, how many of, and then the other one was, it's kind of like when you walk up to a monument or something and it's flat and it has the map on there, and then the map has all the legends on it, so you actually see the park in a map format, which I didn't get to, I just had the Claire Miller Park one
I don't know
in
if we're
there
that big.
to start it, but.
I
yeah, think those
I
would
never
be
knew
more
Clara Miller stretched this whole.
I mean, that's my,
Well-
I want to keep it.
You don't realize, especially with the BMX.
Right. Well, I
and
mean, now
then-
it's going to be a little more notable.
Right.
It's going to be there, so people
Right.
are gonna know
Right.
it's there.
So it probably wouldn't be bad to
I
have.
think that's why having those the ones that point in directions, that would be useful. 'cause
And then
it'll-
you could put 2 or 3 of them in
Yeah,
different
and
areas.
those don't look like they would be that
Right,
pricey.
up one like by the tennis court,
Down-
the BMX, or one of the Vets Memorial Park area, the point, the other
Oh,
direction.
God, I was say go that way.
Yeah, well, we have those, yeah. We don't have anything, we could theoretically even, you've seen the Amenia Park sign or the Oak Island Park sign, we could get those made and put one of those on, like the Brisbane sign or the Woodlawn sign saying tennis courts or what have you. We could do that, and those would be a simple, inexpensive thing, but would create some, make it more notable. That, oh yeah, there is something down there.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
good
yeah.
idea.
I like
Clara Miller
trying to
Park
get them.
tennis courts, Clara Miller Park
Yeah.
Cycle Challenge, or whatever we're officially calling it. And then
Okay.
working on some, and then I would recommend updating the rule signs, and we've got 3 of those. I'd like to, and I probably want to move it into a more conspicuous spot, the one that's off of Brisbane, because it just constantly gets covered by brush and trees and stuff, and it doesn't stand out at all because it's black and white, so.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of
Something
different
that
nice
pops.
ones that
Yeah.
would be more noticeable, that we
Yeah.
could put as people are walking into the park, not where they pull into the park.
Right.
I mean, they're not reading the park rules as they're driving towards the parking lot.
Yeah,
Lead 'em back
I'd like to move
way.
that one too. The only
The
one that's
most prominent
probably.
one, I think, is the reward for somebody
Yeah.
messing the park up.
Yeah, and I don't know the last
for
time we paid,
crime,
I don't know
yeah.
the last time we paid a reward.
It's like
so-
that one just boom, as soon as you
Yeah,
pull in.
and the only one that's probably of those instructional ones that's in a good spot is probably the one at the Veterans Memorial end. That's in a pretty a good spot where people get out. And yeah, but when you're driving by, you're not going to see it at all.
Right.
So,
So we have 3, you said we have
Should be
3
great.
rule signs now. Do you need, we're going to have special ones for the BMX?
I would say, I think we should.
Yeah.
Probably,
Okay.
because we got to determine,
No driving your car in the BMX.
you never know. But we want to limit probably what's used there, because we want to maintain that, manage the noise.
I'm gonna
Things like that.
So do we need a budget item for signs?
Well, that wouldn't go under here, that would go under a
Projects?
different, that would go under capital expenditures.
Oh,
So it's a different line item.
So it's not a
here.
project, okay.
It's not, it wouldn't be in there. So, but if we start getting some numbers, I can get those to Jen. Usually, in years past, we've always just had a $20,000 placeholder in that number, so, which I would,
wouldn't be
good
that
lord,
much.
if these things were 20, they better
We're going to pick a different
light
design.
up
It'll last forever.
They come in their lifetime warranty. and you go up
self-update kind of thing.
Okay.
So, yeah, but no, that's great.
All righty, so I'll come back with numbers next time if we're all agreed that that's the kind of style we want to go with. And I'll get some more, besides just one, I'll have a few different styles, and some maybe a little more professional and maybe others that are a little more playful. So, see what you like better. Okay.
Continuing business, Mark, master's plan.
So, yeah, we did approve as a council to stick with Carlisle Wortman again for this new one. And that'll be Chris Nordstrom again, who worked with us last time. The project cost right now, the contract is for $14,240, so that'll be what's in the budget as well. We are already in motion, and so we're talking about having a meeting either the week of March 31st or April 7th with Dave Gillum, myself, and then if anybody else here, it'd probably be during the day, so keep that in mind if anybody
What
else
was
is
the other date
interested.
besides March 31st?
The week of March 31st or the week of April 7th. And just, it's kind of the introductory meeting, get it going,
Yeah.
and kind of the kickoff. But if there's anybody else that would like to be a part of that,
Depends upon the date and the time.
Okay.
I would be interested.
Yeah, just let us know.
okay, so basically, I'll have Dave schedule a date, and then I'll let you guys know
Okay.
who might be available. It might be via Zoom. I'm not certain if Chris will be coming in or not, but I don't know if many of you remember working with Chris, but he was great on it last time, and he's been involved in a lot of our projects, and he's the one who wrote the grant application, actually, that we got when we won the grant, so he knows the parks fairly well. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll just let Dave know. They'll pick a time and then see who's available.
Bunny lunch. Is it go? Bunny is available. And you said it's, how full is it? We were getting pretty full.
79 as of 11
Okay.
o'clock this morning.
So
And I think it
people
was
want
like
to...
38, 31, 30, I don't know what the
Yeah.
kids or adult thing
Yeah,
tells the
and
number.
it's early.
Yeah, I know, I was just
Yeah.
making it play out, like, if you want it, you better get it.
Yeah, you better get it.
Tickets are now $20 a pop.
How much are they?
Like the normal price, but I want to raise prices.
I know.
It's only been a week, so they
I
really
know,
moved.
that's crazy. It's a good event. People really like it.
If we had a bigger building, we'd sell out too.
Yeah. Well, we could get the other room.
That'd be a
It's too
lot.
bad the way they laid
That they
that
didn't have that.
out.
If they had made the openings that they were talking
That
about,
was a
that'd have been
big faux
sweet.
pas when they built that. They should have thought about that.
So right now, they went through the kitchen.
Spring garage sale?
It's gonna happen.
We don't put out, do we put out banners?
We have the banners, we can put them out, it's just mounting them effectively. But I know Linda's figured out some things.
Yep, we got all the metal poles last year, and we just tie them to those, sink those in the ground, they do it.
But all the major signs that
Yep.
welcome into, so I thought, I remember seeing them.
So I should mention it, because I don't think it's in there, aren't you collecting cereal?
Yeah, I have that in my notes. I was gonna bring it up at the new
You're
edition
collecting
events
cereal?
upstairs.
Cereal drive.
Are we gonna have a box at the bunny lunch? That was
We can.
supposed to go on the...
Yeah, I can, I forgot about that. But
Yeah,
I'll
we
just-
should have a.
We can,
a bunny
Just in
bunny.
yeah,
case
I've
they
got
do.
a bunch of those boxes, so it's
Yeah,
easy.
okay, I'll pull one out.
And we'll post it on Facebook. And we can even
Good.
throw in an update on the email.
5K, Diane?
So I talked to Kevin, our chip timer, and he's good with the date. We're going to keep the prices the same. So his price is the same, and we'll keep the price at $25 a person. And the bubble run, oh shoot, I forgot. I think that was $10 or $5. I can't remember now.
Yeah, I don't think it was 10.
It was
Yeah.
$5,
I think it was
wasn't
5
it?
for the bubble run.
Yeah, 5 for the
Yeah.
bubble run. We're just going to keep everything the same.
And you'd order shirts then?
So, yeah, so the nice thing about Kevin handling the race is that he will get the sizes for the shirts. Because we've had
That's paying, yeah.
people never give the sizes, so I'm just ordering larges. So he's gonna, when they register, he will collect the money, he will get the shirt sizes, and then when the race is all done, he takes out his $750, and then he'll send us a check for the difference.
And that was, did you check that was
I gotta check with them, yeah. No, not yet.
Oh,
But
Yeah, do that.
of course I will. But, I mean, it's a no-brainer, really. It's,
Oh,
makes
no,
it a
it
lot
seems a lot
easier.
simpler,
We'll
straightforward.
have, and then he gets their email addresses, so the next year, he emails everybody. So it's really a nice way to do it.
It streamlines it, and his interface is probably way better than ours.
Yes, it is.
Can we, last year, we ran out of bubble runner things because it was so popular.
What did we run out of?
Like the tags and stuff that go on the runners, we ran out of, I
Oh,
think we'd
did
only
we?
allocated like 20 for them, which there are no timers or anything, but
They like to have in the numbers.
Yeah, I think it
Yeah,
was
so I have to
cute.
make more.
just, yeah, I'd say
How many?
maybe like 30,
30?
35 maybe. I think we have 20 and,
Well, it doesn't matter, I can make 40, it doesn't, you know.
okay. Yeah, I
Doesn't
would.
matter.
I had, these are notes from 2023, but if
Uh-huh.
we can, just because I
Yeah.
ran the check-in table a couple
Yeah,
times,
right.
I wrote notes.
Yeah.
It would be helpful, because obviously there's sometimes signups the day of.
Right.
If we have like a folder with the waivers, a folder with like I feel like there was a lot of papers just floating around the
Yeah.
table. It was like, we need a set waiver one, a set sign-up one, a set bubble runner list. Everything was so,
I think we had the bubble runner, I think we changed that last year, didn't we? Didn't we have the separate bubble runner list?
it's possible.
Yeah.
And maybe I didn't
Yeah.
write my
I
notes down
think
from
if-
last year.
If he's
Yeah, I'm
able
pretty
to-
sure we did that.
I think if he's the one logging or collecting for the runners, for the 5K people, the list he provides will probably be a little more cleaner. And if we don't have the issues with the shirts as much too, because that was always one of the problems, where
Yeah.
you're rummaging through the shirts. So, and then you're trying to help 3 people in a line.
Right.
And then it's not guaranteed you get a shirt if you sign up the day of.
Right.
Because
Right.
people were.
I did
of it all.
order, what's interesting is we used up almost all the leftovers from the previous years. So I
Yes, we
think I
did.
had 2 left,
Yes,
even though they had a different year on it.
yeah,
They still got a shirt.
yeah.
But, I mean, I could take the year off of the shirt, but people collect them.
Yeah.
Like last year,
I think
somebody
the
came
year's
up to me and they
nice.
go, oh, I want the one that says 2024
Yeah.
because
Yeah, you want
I
those-
had them for the other 2
Yeah.
years, so, but that's just one person.
Yeah.
So do we put the year on them? Do we not
Yeah.
put the year on? Does it really matter?
Yeah.
If we don't put the year on it, then I have extras that we can pass out. But I passed it out anyway, and they were fine with it, so,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters.
you know. I'll keep the year on it.
And make sure you contact Julie, I mean, I don't know, did Julie and Michelle do the arch and all that?
Yes, oh, yeah. They'll do that again.
I mean, you can always, if you want, order some extras. I mean, maybe it's too much without the dates, so that if runners come and we didn't know they're coming, just
could.
give them those. But I mean, I don't know if they want 2 different things. They might want to keep consistency.
We had quite a few people register
Like,
day of.
Yes.
Last year was
Last
crazy.
year.
Yeah.
It was, they did not, people weren't pre-registering, they were walking in, and it was nuts.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
great. but
Yeah,
nuts.
but it was like,
No, and it was really
Oh, it rained, and yeah.
oh, yeah, it wasn't a great day, but they just,
Yeah.
I think it stopped raining just when,
Yes.
Yeah,
right?
No, it was, we were all huddled under the. we
Yeah,
were
but
under
didn't
the-
it like stop right when they started the race? It
I
stopped.
think so.
Yeah, and then they had to run through a puddle.
Yeah.
And got lost.
So I kind of was thinking about changing the route, but I think it's a good route. I don't
and
think
people
I'm-
know it.
Yeah, I
so,
think I'm just
Not
going to
everybody.
leave it. Well, I just kind of
There
thought
was,
for
so some
something
did get, for
different.
some reason, a couple people got
I
confused.
think one of the signs got knocked
Yes.
over from the weather.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, on the loop back, they got confused. So we'll have somebody standing right there directing them in case something like that. And for some reason, the fire department picked up the 2 signs that I have going into their lot. And somebody called me, said, come and pick up the signs. I went there 3 times and nobody could find the signs. So I don't know whatever happened to those signs. So I'm going to have to do a sign count. I may need to order a couple more 5K signs, crossing signs. But I'll find out. That's all I got.
Tuesdays in the park?
Well, I contacted Tabitha last week, like Wednesday or Thursday, to see if she's heard anything from Oakland County about the wrap, and she has not, and she said she'd send it to me as soon as possible. And I checked again today and still have not heard anything. So we don't know. I can let everybody know when we get the memo, or if we get it or not, but no news yet.
I see that the August date is wrong on here still. It should be the 12th.
Yeah,
Oh,
15th is a Friday.
What I'll do is I'll put it in the minutes and I'll highlight it.
Okay.
thank you.
the
Oh, I did.
August 12th?
Yeah.
Yeah, I also went, I was with Tabitha and submitted our ideas. I did have to give an alternative, we had to give 2 dates and 2 different options, yes. It would not, the way it was formatted, because we'd only picked the 1 date because we didn't want other dates, she had to put it in.
So what did she put, like,
I don't remember, because I'm hoping that they don't go.
okay.
I didn't write them down. No, I didn't, I mean.
I saw it written down somewhere what she picked. Where was that?
Oh, we have them what they was picked,
Oh,
but I'm
yeah.
just saying, I mean,
But she
we
just had to put
originally,
it
we
down.
had decided that we were not going to pick those, we would just pick an alternative fun thing for them to do, whether they be with inflatables or whatever. And so she said we had to pick a second date, otherwise
I
the
see.
format would not go through. So we picked the
Got it.
second dates, obviously other Tuesdays. And most of them, I think, were backed, if I remember right, other than the one. So that's all I have.
Thank you. Dog show, do you know anything?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm happening or not. We'll see.
You don't know anything about that? Summer garage sale, it's still, August is still coming?
Yep. It's according to the calendar.
Fishing contest?
It's gonna happen.
Did you talk to the?
No, typically I talk to Ted in June. So when I talk with Ted in June to get a list put together for prizes, I will bring up the feasibility, possibility, etc. of a ice fishing contest or some winter themed version and what that would look like and how we would even accomplish that. But yeah, I'll bring that up to him in June because I typically do in-person meetings with him. I try to not email because he's literally down the street. So I just go in person and discuss it. So we'll discuss it then.
Corn roast.
Yeah, I had some thoughts on, because I know in years past, sometimes we start the meetings in like March, April. I don't know that we necessarily need to do that right now, just with all of us have done it so many years together. So if everyone's good, maybe waiting till next meeting and then we can do like a early May or something. I think we're probably fine. Penny Lake already had told me they're fine to do everything this year, so I think that's a big, you know.
Do you want me to
Part of
contact
it.
the pony people? Just to
Oh,
make
yes.
sure?
Yeah, whenever, I mean, we all, I assumed we'll all keep kind of our assignments, cornhole tournament, suburban, you know, ordering the corn, Cody, pony ride, that sort of thing. So if we do stuff earlier to lock them in, I think you already did the band, right, Mark?
Yeah, I dropped
Maybe.
off the contract last week.
So everything else is kind of more, a little bit later in the spring, summer, I would say. My other thought was, I know, when do we do like the spring park walkthrough?
I was thinking about that. I had that in my notes. And so because of this year's, the way the calendar falls, you're either, if we're going to do it like before our normal meeting, it's either April or it's late May, because the way that it's like May 17th is our next meeting, so we might want to just do a joint walkthrough / cornrows meeting in early May.
That's what I was thinking, instead of doing
We could schedule that in
because
April.
sometimes I feel like we get rushed with the walkthrough because we're trying to make it to our normal monthly meeting if we do it that way. Why don't we just piggyback it off the spring walkthrough and we'll just do our first corn roast meeting maybe in the May, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, May should be fine.
Because we're either the 21st of April or the 19th of May, which are both, neither one's great for a walkthrough. But if
So
we get
let's,
something, yeah, we
yeah,
can.
let's
And we'll figure that out at the April
next
meeting.
Parks and Rec
Yeah.
monthly meeting, we can set a specific date for those two combined and, okay,
That works great.
sounds good.
Farmers Market, Mark?
Nothing really new to report. Getting the paperwork together and all that, so.
Oh, yeah, it's not till June. Like next month. Holiday decorating contest, nothing. Is Snacks with Santa?
Nothing in that or the letters.
Okay. And do we have any new or additional events? we want to talk about?
Yeah, I think you mentioned the cereal drive. That's running through April 15th,
The what?
the cereal drive.
Oh, that's right.
So they are luckily storing the cereal in the, one of the conference rooms for me, so I don't have to pick it up all the time.
So what was the date?
Through April 15th, that's the last day. And then I'll probably take it there on the 17th, because I'm usually there on the 17th.
And that's going to
Hospitality House. And so, yeah, and so we've already filled up, I'm using those temporary garbage cans that we get from Priority and Juvenile.
Oh, yeah.
Because we have 1 billion of them. I was like, finally I found a use for them. And so, because I couldn't do it with the peanut butter drive, because I would have torn right through those, but they work great for this. So there's just one right upstairs when you walk right in there on your left. And, yeah, we filled up one and then some, so progress there. And then the blood drive is April 14th from 3:30 to 8 p.m.
What was the date again? Sorry.
April 14th, Monday. They're always Mondays. We're trying for that at least for now. And
What
this one,
time?
3:30 to 8. So we went to this is the latest they can go, giving this a try, because some people have said they couldn't make the previous ones. So we're going to see if this works out better.
So I have a couple things for, I don't know if you want to call it an event, but the Coast Guard Auxiliary offered to do vessel exams on the lake for boat owners. And I guess I would have to talk to the chief about that, probably. So what they would do is when they're bringing their boat, we can either do it on land, we can advertise it, and then the Coast Guard will come on land and do the exams. Or, and this might be good for people that are doing day boating, bringing their boats in, to go through and check their vessels and give them a sticker if they pass.
Could be something to pitch to the water board,
So, in the water board?
because I know they're trying to, they're talking about doing their motor safety fair, and they're talking about, they're updating one of the signs for the cleaning station, all that. They may be interested in something that
That's a good
promotes boat
idea. I'll
safety and
check
boat
with them
quality.
about that, yeah.
They're meeting this week.
Are they?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll
Wednesday.
reach out to them, because I thought, well, I would take advantage of that.
Yeah.
You know?
That might be something of use, especially if we have more boats on the lake than we've ever had.
Yeah, especially
So,
the ones that, are bringing them in,
Yeah, parking at the
you know,
DNR, those
that's,
15,
that's,
yeah. Who knows what they're
that would be
tracking.
good. And then the other thing we talked about briefly, and I just kind of, because the weather's been so crappy, it has slipped my mind, but the boat parade. Does anybody have any opinion about that?
I mean, I liked it when we used to do it. That's been
Not on
years.
the 4th, it would not
Yeah, I
be
know,
on
not
the
that,
4th.
not
It
on
would
that
be
day. Would we want it at night or during the day?
at night, because
it
it would
lights
be
up.
all lit up. It would be a boat lit parade type of a thing. So, does anybody have any opinions on that?
As long as I don't have to help, I'm fine.
Oh, no.
Because I was like, could onwards and upwards like raise money that way? Like you have to put your boat in and you get some money, like, not a donation, but like entry fee and then,
We could do an entry fee.
I just meant it was a way to raise money,
Yeah.
something different.
Why not?
Because I didn't know if they expect a prize.
I don't know. I'll have to look into the one that they do in Lake Lanier, and I'll have to check. My cousin will tell me about it, so I'll look into that. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, I mean, we used to go, I mean, I know it was the
have
day
you
after.
a lit parade, and you have certain stops,
Yeah.
and you do a group picture at the beginning, and decorate your boat, prize for the best, most unique
Yeah.
lit up boat or something like that. You could do your sailboat.
Unfortunately, there's not always wind at night.
Yeah,
The wind dies
another
down.
boat towing you.
Trolling motor?
no,
No motors on
that's cheating.
Yeah.
it. Wind usually
That was
dies at
my,
night.
I forgot about that. I'm going, oh yeah, I would really like to do that. Okay, that's it.
Veterans Memorial Subcommittee, Mark?
Not a lot going on. We're probably going to be meeting next month just to get kickoff for the spring cleaning and everything else. Apparently, there's some people interested in making some orders on some bricks and all that, but it's looking good and everything else, and yeah.
Clara Miller Playground Equipment?
Waiting still to get those spinners in. I did tell our administrator that if the DPW has time, they can go ahead and remove that metal slide that is corroding something awful.
What are we waiting on with the spinners? Is it an approval from the DNR?
So the DNR needs to approve the project as it is now, the playground, because those spinners have been pulled from the original form. So in order to, because it's just, it's red tape. You can't put something in there that wasn't already in the initial form. So once that's approved, once we get the check off, then we can have them installed. So yeah, it's just a fun little wait to see, because we have them both sitting in the DPW lot or in the garage.
BMX track?
We have a new company that we approved at the last meeting to do the work, and they'll get started hopefully in the sooner than later. But they should be good to go now. I mean, we're getting hit with this early spring, and that was one of the hesitancies from some of these companies. They don't want to work in when it was really, really, really cold. So yeah, should be getting done pretty soon, and we got a good price on it. So yeah, finally those piles will be gone.
How long do they think it'll take from start to finish?
Mike Powell, our engineer, he estimated it'd be about a week.
Okay.
And we actually had 3 bids come in. One of the bids came in low, really low, but they only billed for 16 hours. And he said he really does not think it's a 16-hour job. The other company billed for 40, so we went with them. And so, yeah, that'll get done. We did not approve anything yet for grass and everything else to see. That would be something we might just see if the DPW can do. It's going to depend on how much is, what it looks like
What it
after the
looks like,
fact.
yeah,
because
for
It's going
sure.
to tear up a lot of ground, of course.
Liaison reports, planning?
Yeah, we did have a February planning meeting. We worked on our amendment to the zoning ordinance related to allowing daycare, educational, and school uses in RM1, multifamily residential, to support the program that's going in at the Shepherd of the Lakes. We finalized the language. We're having a required public hearing at our next meeting next week. Once that gets approved, we'll send it on to council for review and approval. So we'll keep this going forward for a great program there at Shepherd of the Lakes. Yeah.
Everybody on council was like, we want them to be there. We just got to figure out a way to make it legal.
For sure.
Council liaison?
Met last week. We had a village resident come in with some concerns about their wells system. They're on the community well, the Penny Lake well. And so council has requested that Andy look into maybe finding a filtration system that could go into the community well to help collect some of the iron and other heavy metals that are, well, not heavy metals is the wrong term because that implies something else, but just some of that heavy sediment, and filter that from the beginning rather than getting down the line. And so hopefully we can see if we can find something that'll work. Let's see, what else did we do? That was a long part of the meeting. We presented this 2024 Citizen of the Year Award to Fred Meisner. That was really cool. Fred was very appreciative. It was really sweet. Fred's on Veterans Committee with me. He's also does Meals on Wheels. He's very active in the HOA. He's been in it for years. He's coached youth hockey. And if you ever need a favor, he's always there for people. And so, yeah, excellent person to receive that award. Like we mentioned, we approved the Cycle Challenge area for the new BMX track, the new crew. We approved engineering rate increases for our village engineer. released budgeted funds for the luncheon, and we approved a boat cleaning station sign for the DNR launch area, not to exceed $70. Just, yeah, nice and cheap. I like that. And then we talked about the master plan update. We approved some expenditures for the Laguna Vista Pump House because theirs was having some issues. Andy noticed it kept running. Turns out it had a hole in it, so water was getting pumped out, and then just going right back down. And it wasn't running very well, so we just went ahead and had that replaced. And we approved some village hall siding repairs. So all that cement board that's looking all nasty and exposed, all that's going to get replaced. They also recommended that we add gutters to certain sections of the building, so we're doing that as well. That'll be great, because let's face it, it's starting to look kind of not at its best, and this is where most people first come to see the village. We also approved the purchase of a 2024 Chevy Silverado for a police pursuit vehicle. So that'll be our first truck in the rotation. It'll be very useful for them when they have to tow the boat, when they have to go to gun ranges and things like that. They really don't have a vehicle that can support all the materials they're bringing in there. And then we also approved an ordinance, or did the first reading of an ordinance for a building and a construction board of appeals. We should technically have one. We haven't had one, so we did a first reading of it, and it will consist of 3 people in the profession. And that's if somebody gets rejected on a building permit for some reason, they can appeal to this and see if it will get changed. We also added a ad hoc subcommittee on council committee assignments. We had some issues with appointments for the boards that council sit on, like me sitting on this. And that'll consist of Councilman Duff, Councilman Newman, and myself. And then I think that was about everything. We know we got the budgets coming. April 7th, first day of the year for yard waste. So if you've got stuff collected, that's the time. And I will have to start doing liaison updates at the next council meeting for Park and Rec. So that'll be fun.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we also did re-reviewed compensation for the administrative staff, Tabitha and Paige, and approved pay increase for them. So yeah, that was about it.
Can I see that? I had a question or something.
Were you reading my handwriting?
No, but I wanted to ask you about something you were doing, going through it so fast. Let's see. Something to do. I forgot what it was about the pump house. Anyway,
Okay.
I lost it. It's gone.
Time well spent.
Something about the pump house.
I have nothing from Commerce Park and Rec. Comments from board members. I just want to wish everybody a happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yes. Happy St. Patty's Day, yeah.
This is the, just thank you to Hannah for all her time. This is her last meeting with us.
Yes, yeah.
She's been with us since the COVID era. So
So we're taking her to the Glengarry to give her a send-off?
And so Bethany will be taking over as our new
Welcome.
recording
As you
secretary.
can see, it's a
Now
great
you know where to
time.
come.
So we have new recording secretaries for both our meetings and then for council meetings as well. So big turnover. But yeah, that's it.
Fields.
All motion, we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.